Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Well, today I have an interesting crochet project to share with you. We are going to make some beautiful crochet roses. So let us begin with a slip knot. Now the hook that I'm using is a number 10 hook, and once the slip knot is done, we are going to chain 47. Please keep a count of the chains that you are making. Now this is one of the beginners friendly crochet rose pattern, and it is very easy to work, and yes, and I'm sure you're going to love the pattern. Now my 47 chains are done. After the 47 chain is done, we are going to work half double crochet into each of the chain spaces. Into the second chain from the hook, I am going to work my first half double crochet. That's the second chain. This is how a half double crochet is worked. A yarn over into the chain, and then we work it this way. A yarn over, and then through the chain we pull our hook. So this is how we are going to work our half double crochet. This is called a half double crochet. A yarn over, through the chain we pass, and the hook is pulled through all the 3 stitches. See, it's very simple. Into each of the chain spaces we are going to work half double crochet. This is the rose that we are working. We have started off with the rose, and here I am almost at the end. Let's continue making half double crochet. A yarn over into the chain space, yarn over, pull through all. A yarn over into the chain space, again a yarn over, pull through all the 3 stitches, and this is the final chain space, and there too we just worked a half double crochet. So this is how it is supposed to look. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to chain 5. See, a chain of 5 is done, and now we are going to turn our work. Once the chain of 5 is done and we turn our work into the same chain space, we are going to work 1 double crochet. So it's done. Now let us skip 2 chain spaces, 1 and 2, and into the third we are going to work 1 double crochet, chain of 3. It's very easy. 1, 2 and 3, and again into the same chain space I'm going to work 1 double crochet. So this is the sequence that we are going to follow. Now let's skip 2 chain spaces, 1 and 2. Into the third we are going to work 1 double crochet, chain of 3, and again 1 double crochet. So this is the sequence that we will be following for this particular row. Skip 2 chain spaces, work 1 double crochet, a chain of 3, and again 1 double crochet into the same space. Skip 2 chain spaces and work 1 double crochet, chain of 3, and 1 double crochet again into the same space. So this is how we are going to continue. When I reach the end, I'm going to show you what is to be done. Here I am almost at the end. I just worked 1 double crochet, a chain of 3, and working my 1 double crochet. Now let us skip 2 chain spaces as we have been doing. Into the third chain space I'm going to work 1 double crochet, chain of 3, and again 1 double crochet into the same space. After that, let us skip 2 chain spaces, and into the last chain space we are just going to work 1 double crochet. So this particular row is done. This is how it is supposed to look. Now let's move ahead. Let's work a chain of 3 and turn our work. Now we are going to jump into the chain 3 space and work 3 number of double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second double crochet and the third double crochet. So that's done. Now we are going to work a triple crochet. We are going to wind the yarn twice around the hook and work a triple crochet. It's just the simple double crochet, 1 step extra. Once the triple crochet is done, we are going to continue with 3 double of double crochet. That's the third. So it's done. our very first petal is done. Now here into the gap we are going to slip stitch and then chain 1. Now we are going to jump into the chain 3 space to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us work a triple crochet, 1 triple crochet. This is how it is to be done. It's simple. And then it is to be followed by 3 number of double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now into the tiny gap we are going to slip stitch and chain 1 before we jump into the chain 3 space to work 3 number of double crochet. Followed by a triple crochet. Wind the yarn twice. That's done, and again 3 number of double crochet into the same space. So that's done. Again we slip stitch into that gap and work a chain of 1. And so in this manner we are going to continue till we are almost near the starting point. I mean the end point. And here I have just worked a slip stitch and chain 1, and into the chain 3 space I am going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third double crochet. Now let us work a triple crochet into the same space, which is followed by 3 number of double crochet again. That's the first, followed by the second and the third double crochet. So that's done. Now into that tiny gap we are going to work a single crochet. After that chain 1. Now we have a chain 3 space there. What we are going to do is we are just going to work 3 number of double crochet there. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. So 3 double crochet is done. After that we chain 1 to secure our work, and then we are going to snip off the yarn and we are going to keep some amount of thread so that we can use it for sewing. So this is how our project looks right now. We are going to leave it as it is and let's move ahead. I'll be using the green yarn. My hook size is the same, and this time I'll show you how we can make the calyx for the rose. With the magic ring I am going to chain 3, which is counted as 1 double crochet. So chain of 3 is also counted as 1 double crochet, and into the magic ring I am going to make 5 number of double crochet. The first is done. This is the second, followed by the third. Let's do the fourth one, and finally the 5th double crochet. So the 5 number of double crochet plus the first chain of 3 makes 6 double crochet. Once that is done, we are going to tighten our magic ring and slip stitch into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3. So here it is. So our tiny circle is done. Now we are going to make a chain of 7. Please be careful and watch carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 chains are done. Please don't make the chains too very tight. Now into the chain just below the hook we are going to do a slip stitch. Once that is done, into the next chain space we are going to work a single crochet. This is how it is done. Into the next chain space we are going to work 1/2 double crochet. Now into the next chain space we are going to work 1 double crochet. Into the next we are going to work another double crochet, and into the final chain space that is left, we are going to work a triple crochet. We just have one space left out of the 7 chains, so let's work our triple crochet. Once that is done, we are going to slip stitch into the second chain space in the circle. So our sepal is done, our very first sepal is done. We are going to make such structures. It has to be 6 in number. So I have started working my 7 chains, and slowly we are going to work downwards, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. A slip stitch, after that a single crochet, after that into the next chain space we are going to work a double crochet, after that into the new chain space we are going to work 1 double crochet, and into the next we are going to work 1 double crochet again, and into the final chain space we are going to work a triple crochet. Triple crochet is same as the double crochet, just 1 step is extra. Now into the chain space, into the third chain space, I am going to slip stitch. Once that is done, this is how it is supposed to look. We are going to continue with our 7 chains and start working the sepals again, so that we get a neatly finished calyx for our rose. So this is how it looks. I have worked my 6 sepals, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the final slip stitch is to be done. You will see that we have 1 chain space left out there, and there we are just going to slip stitch. Once the slip stitch is done, I'm going to chain 1 to secure my work and then snip off the yarn. Here you don't need to keep a long thread attached, so this will do. This is how it looks. This is the right side of the work. See how cute it looks. Let's tie it to secure it. So this is how it looks finally. Start working our leaf for the rose. Now this time we will be using a wire as well. Now you can get this in the hobby shops. So once a slip knot is done, we are going to chain 12. Please count carefully. A chain of 12 is to be made. Once it is made, we are going to work directly into the third chain from the hook. We are going to do a single crochet, and while we do a single crochet, we are going to keep our wire side by side, so that we can involve the wire into the stitches that we do. That's the first single crochet which is being worked into the third chain from the hook. See, the wire is just kept there so that it is also worked as we go along. Now into the next chain space, I'm going to work 1 half double crochet. The wire has to be kept behind the chain so that it can neatly be worked. Once you do a few stitches, you will see that it is not as tough as it looks. The wire is very flexible. We get these wires for making flowers in the hobby shops. Now after the half double crochet is done, into the new chain space I am going to work 1 double crochet, but please remember to work along with the wire so that the leaf that we get at the end is flexible. Now into the next chain space we are going to work another double crochet. That's done. Yes. Now into the new chain space we are going to work 1 triple crochet. We are working into each individual spaces. So this is my first triple crochet. That's done. Now into the next chain space I'll be working another triple crochet. Please remember to keep the yarn or involve the yarn as you work. Once that is done, once the 2 triple crochet is done, we are going to work 1 double crochet into the next chain space. The wire is going to bend as we work along. That's my first double crochet again, followed by another double crochet into the next chain space. That's done. Once the 2 double crochet is done, into the next chain space I am going to work 1 half double crochet. This is how a half double crochet is worked. Yarn over, pull through all the 3 stitches. That's the half double crochet. Now we have 1 single chain space left. There we are going to work 3 single crochets into the same space. This is how a single crochet is worked. This is the first one. So 3 we are going to work into the same chain space. This is how it is to be done. So my 3 single crochet into the same space is done and one side of the leaf is complete. Now we are going to bend our wire again because we will be working again taking the support of the wire. Now let us start off with 1 double crochet into the first chain space. Sorry, 1 half double crochet. We are going to start off with 1 half double crochet. Yes, that's done. Now into the next chain space we are going to work 1 double crochet. Please remember to work along with the wire. That's the first double crochet. This is the second double crochet, and the loose end can also be tucked in this manner. That way we will get a neat looking leaf. See, the wire has to be very flexible. Now let's work a triple crochet by winding the yarn twice. Into the next chain space we are going to work our first triple crochet. That's done. Into the next chain space we are going to work another triple crochet. This is the second triple crochet. That's done. Now into the next chain space we are going to work 1 double crochet. That's done. And into the next another double crochet is to be worked. Now let us work 1 half double crochet into the new chain space there. We are going to work 1 half double crochet. That's done. Now into the next chain space we are going to work a single crochet. That's done. And into the final chain space that is left we are going to work a slip stitch. See, I am working along with the wire, and then we are going to snip off the yarn. This is how our cute leaf looks. I'm going to chain 1 so as to secure my work, and then I'm going to snip off the yarn. The yarn does not have to be too long, so here I snip it off. See, as we have used the wire, our leaf, this is the leaf, and it looks so very nice and it's flexible. You can bend it, you can twist it. Now we have a small tail hanging there, so that we are going to wind around the wire. Around the wire we are going to wind. Actually, you get ready-made wires which are green in color, but I didn't go for all that. I just used the ordinary wire that was available, and this is how we twist the ends. So this is how my leaf looks. I'm going to show you how this particular project is going to be turned into a rose. See, keeping the right side facing inside, we are going to wind our rose. So this is inside of the rose is the correct side. Just you have to wind it like this way, and you will see that it automatically turns into a beautiful rose. So this is how it looks, and the back side has to look like this. And now I'm going to use my tapestry needle to sew the rose so that it does not open up. And sewing, you don't have to follow any such rule, you just have to sew in a crisscross manner so that the flower doesn't open up in future. But you have to keep in mind so that the threads or the yarn does not appear on the rose petals. You have to do it tactfully inside out so that all the petals are sewed up and it does not open up after the rose is complete. Actually, this process is just to keep the petals in shape. See how nice it looks. I have used this is, I don't know what pink it is, anyway, or carrot red you can say. You can use different colored yarns. This is how it is to be secured. The main reason of using the tapestry needle is to secure the petals so that it does not open in future. Inside out, crisscross, you can use it in any fashion, but don't do it too tightly, that way it is going to shrink. Once it has been done, we can tie the loose ends carefully and then snip off the yarn, or you can just hide the tiny bit of yarn into the rose itself and then snip off the extra bit of yarn, like how I am doing here. And the extra bit that is peeping from there can be snipped off with the help of the scissors. So my rose is almost done. See how easy the rose making is. It's very easy to remember. It's a beginner's friendly, and my leaf is also ready. Now I'm going to show you how it is to be assembled. So this is how my rose looks. I have pasted it on top of the calyx, and this is the stick, the broomstick that I'm using. You can use a skewer, you can use the materials that we get in the hobby store for making flowers. Anyway, I have used the broomstick, and we are going to pass it through the middle from the back side of the flower. And Fevicol I'll be using. You can use your hot glue gun if you have, as I didn't have, and so I'm using the Fevicol. This also is equally good. And once I have put the stick through it, which will be acting as the stem for the flower, I am putting on a generous amount of adhesive so that I can fix the calyx to the flower or the rose. It's looking white, but once it dries up, it is not going to look white, so you need not worry about it. And if you are using a hot glue gun, then there is no problem at all. So let us pass the stick through the midpoint. From the middle of the calyx, we have a tiny hole there, and from there I have passed it. This is how it looks. Now I am going to apply the adhesive into all the sepals so that it sticks properly to the flower. It is up to you actually how you want to fix your rose, or how you want to fix your calyx with the flower. So this is how I'm going to do. Once it is done, this is how it looks. Now let us work along the stem, because I have to cover my stick. For that I'll be using the adhesive again. I'll be applying the adhesive, and then I'm going to wind the green yarn around it. Now if you are using the ready-made materials, then you don't have to do all this part, because those are already green in color. As I'm using a broomstick, so I have to cover it. So here I have put the adhesive, and I am going to wind my yarn around the stick. So this is how it is to be done. The stick is looking white right now, but once it is going to dry up, it is not going to look white, so nothing to worry. So this is how I am going to wind the green yarn around the stem, and we must remember to attach our leaf. When you think this is the perfect position where the leaf is to be attached, we are going to attach our leaf, which is very flexible because of the wire, and then we are just going to continue winding my green yarn around the stick. And here I am fixing my leaf as well. This is the adhesive, and slowly we are going to wind the yarn. It is very, very easy to work. I am a clumsy person when doing some craft work, so anyway, this is how it is looking right now. That's my rose, and it has to dry up a bit, and then the sepals will be fixed to the flower, and it is going to look more beautiful. So finally, this is how the flower looks along with the leaf attached. See, I have already made a few roses, and this is how they look. I am just in love with it. Look at it. I hope you all liked it. I have shown the steps very minutely. It is the easiest crochet rose that you are going to come across. It is very, very easy to work, a beginner's friendly pattern, and you should try making these beautiful roses to decorate your home. You can gift it to your loved ones for the birthday gifts. And so thank you, my dear friends, for staying till the end. If you all have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing and stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye-bye for today. Bye-bye. Be safe. Bye.